Greetings to one and all. Today we are here with yet another episode of Talking Diaries. I'm Tarunika as the facilitator. This is an initiative taken by Nehru World School. Imagine dealing with a pandemic without advanced technology. And let's go forth with this topic in mind. I have my young panelists who are eagerly waiting to introduce themselves. So, can we start? Raghav?
Hello everyone. A warm and hearty welcome to you all. I am Raghav Goyal from Class 8 Nehru School and I am glad to be a part of this Talking Diaries. You all might think that how technology has helped us in these new normal times of COVID-19 and education has taken a dramatic change with the distinctive rise of e-learning. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Iman of grade 7 from Nehru School. I'm really glad to be a part of today's Talking Diaries episode. The technology has become very common and everyone uses it nowadays, but have you ever wondered what it would be like without technology, its importance, and more? This will be the topic for today's discussion, and I'm really looking forward for it.
Hello everyone, greetings. Today, me, Sri Rajgar of Cambridge 7 and I study in Nehru School will discuss with you about that how the technology helped us in the COVID times.
Yes, Alicia.
Hello everyone, I'm Alicia Gambhir of class 7th grade. I'm thankful for being one of the talking diaries. Well, have you ever wondered how would the life be without technology? What would have ever happened if there was no technology during the pandemic?
Actually, we are talking about technology during the pandemic times. We are talking about the new normal. These are all the new terms that you are all able to see. But if we just talk about in general technology, has anyone ever wondered the life without technology? Like, uh, like maybe about today's life 30, 40 years before, yes, it was possible, but before this, have you ever thought about it, that yes, we could have a life? Okay, Raghav, I think, can I ask you a question, that how important is technology for you?
Ma'am, technology is the most important thing in our life. It's everywhere in our surroundings. Even a single pin can't be made without in a factory, and a factory is all based on technology. So everything in our surroundings are directly or indirectly related with the technology.
Yes, and Shri, what's your take on technology?
My take on technology is that technology helped us because in the COVID times we weren't able to move away from our houses and we need to always stay at our houses. But you always would think that how could we get our groceries? So technology helped us in a way by delivering all our groceries at our home.
Animan, do you think technology is important? Forget about the other things. Let's not talk about any other thing. Just in general, if I say that technology in our life, technology in today's world, how important is it?
Technology is immensely important because everything we do nowadays are somehow related to technology. You can find countless examples of technology in your home. For example, in your kitchen, you can find a microwave, refrigerator, etc., which are sources of technology.
Okay. And similarly, Raghav, we are talking so much about technology. We see technology. We can't think about technology today, right? We can't think of the world without a technology. It's like something like, we are breathing it. It's like imagining life. How can we live without oxygen? So technology has almost become like an oxygen in our lives, right? And especially during this pandemic times, yes, as Shreet said, that definitely everything was available to us on the doorstep. I think the most affected people were the students. Raghav, how do you think it helped us? The technology went forward one step ahead. How did it help us?
Okay, ma'am. While countries at different points in the COVID-19 infection rates worldwide, there are currently more than 1.2 billion children in 186 countries affected by the school closures due to pandemic. Therefore, e-learning was encouraged, which accelerated humans' exposure to prolonged screen time, which is becoming a growing concern nowadays. But some research shows that students gain more material in online learning as compared to the offline learning because here they are self-dependent or the learning path and become self-dependent. And this is also beneficial for the teachers since he or she is no longer solely responsible for the student's success or failure, taking off huge burden off their shoulders, which is self-concluding that can be more in- online learning can be more helpful than offline learning in many ways. Thank you.
Iman, I think Raghav was very perfect about all the data. Raghav, very good. I think those data were quite interesting for us. The way you spoke, yes, imagining 185 countries, lockdown, closed down, nothing moving, the roads absolutely like the imagine like 2 years of lockdown, total lockdown, where the roads were barren, the markets were without any crowd. They were totally, the dogs were running on the roads. Nothing was, nobody could have imagined a situation like this. But this was a time when something like a superhero technology enters into the area. Try imagining thing like this. And what did technology do with we people, like who were locked inside our houses? We couldn't go out. Iman, do you think technology took us somewhere else?
Yes, while staying at our homes, we could meet people, our family and friends without physically needing to go there. We had a lot of online birthday parties, get togethers, and New Year parties. Even marriages were held online. I was also once part of an online birthday party, and it was quite fun. Technology helped us to strengthen our connections and relationship with people without needing to go outside our houses.
Now we are looking for connections, we are looking at groceries available to us with contactless payments, we are looking for education. Now this was a time when many people lost their livelihoods. Yeah, then do you all remember that this was the kind of thing that happened? Yes, many people were losing livelihood, everybody was sitting at home, no work means no pay. So, Alicia, what happened to the world at that particular time? Did people think of something? What did this technology as a hero do?
Well, work from home is nowadays common, and some people did work from home before the pandemic also. And people like doctors, officers, and policemen used to go outside and do their work. Basically, those are the different things. But work from home even protected us from the pandemic, and during that time there was none other option better than this. So so the companies took this option to have their workers do work from home.
Right, absolutely correct. And this is, can one of you share some one personal experience about when we are talking about online payments or when we are talking about groceries being available to us? Shreet, when because I see you talking about these online payments, why don't you share a personal experience about it? Maybe an interesting one.
So, yeah. So my personal experience about grocery delivering and online payments, I think it's a really good idea because see, nowadays hand delivery is not virus proof, and many countries. I just read just few days ago that company in US, some companies in USA and China have launched contact free payments and delivering home. So they made like little cute robots and they send groceries home. And that is a really good idea because that will help us prevent the COVID.
No wonder, Shreet, I'm imagining that you might be thinking that if your parents are not at home, you would be ordering for a cool drink or a packet of chips, right? And I think most of the children can also do that. The phones are already in your hands. So this is what technology has done. And while talking about groceries, there is one more very essential item that came to our doorstep, right? Need not walk out of the home. A patient is very sick. He is unable to go out. Imagine the COVID times when people were suffering from high fever. Iman, what happened at that time? Like, how did technology jump in?
We we were able to download apps on our phones to consult doctors. We had online checkups, and this really helped us.
Was it only checkups and the online kind of like consultations, or was it more? Raghav, was it something else also?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, new technology and new ideas came out. Like peoples were just delivering medicines with the drones, which is indeed a very good idea.
And even if you all would see that we have the collection samples being collected from home, and now the COVID kits are coming at home. You can just do everything at home. You yourself are turning into doctors. So technology has made us turn into doctors. And technology and education, can we separate that from each other? Raghav, can we do that?
No, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay, when we
technology.
talk about yes, when we talk about sustainability, right? How sustainable is technology? How do you think we are talking about a particular car? If we think about it, this particular company,
Ma'am, for
everybody,
the
the moment we say Tesla, everybody becomes, awed by this particular heroic story that happened. A car, oh God, why not? Why we are going to just love this car? But what about sustainability? Does it comes there?
Ma'am, when it comes to sustainability of Tesla, is sustainable in all aspects, be it in the environmental or economical aspect. Environmental because 90 more than 92% of the body of Tesla can be recycled, and economical because it's giving more than thousands of jobs in its factories and offices. So Tesla is more sustainable than the all the cars moving on the road nowadays.
And can we think of technology without education? Raghav?
Ma'am, technology without education is just like they are just like two brothers which cannot be separated. They both are they both have to function together because nowadays we search all the information on internet and we get all the information YouTube, Google, and that is all technology which is being used.
Shreet, what about you when we are talking about this sustainability?
Hmm. Yes, yes. Ma'am, I think that for sustainability is related to carbon emissions and more of environmental aspects. But we don't look at the overall environmental health, social and economic equity. We all know that online shopping and contactless payment is far greener than traditional shopping.
And what about you, Iman?
Yes, technology is sustainable as people who are vulnerable or people who cannot go out can attend meetings and functions while staying at their homes with the help of technology.
Alicia, we were talking about sustainability, right? And we were talking about work from home. Definitely, when you're working from home, the companies basically saved a lot of resources. What kind of resources did they save, and how sustainable do you think this is all going to be all about?
Ma'am, basically, as we all can see, during the pandemic, a lot of people were doing work from home, and companies provided them a lot of stuff. Basically, that helped them throughout, and also that also helped them
Okay, thank you, Alicia. Yes, and when these people were working from home, what was being saved, Raghav? What were people saving basically? What were the companies saving? What were the companies exactly looking at?
People were saving many things. One of the main thing was time. The time for the transport and was being saved. Secondly was the energy. We were saving our energy, and also the fossil fuels which were being burned for the electricity, which was it was being immensely saved.
Okay, Shri, you have already shared an experience. Raghav, can I have one good experience from you sharing us about and telling us a little more about this technology coming to your doorstep, or maybe technology, how technology would have affected you as such, and you would have seen the
Technology has
sustainability or
helped me.
also.
Ma'am, technology has helped me in my life in many ways. For first, filling up the forms for the various competitions was way easier than earlier in the offline period. And nowadays, if we want anything, as Sheet mentioned, the online shopping and online payment, everything was there on through technology, which was making our life more easier and which helped me a lot.
Iman, did you see this sustainability coming anywhere? Like when I'm talking about this technology, do you think it is going to stay there?
Yes, technology is going to stay there and it is going to improve more like it has until now.
And what are the companies doing right now? Are the companies looking in for it? Is it only the greenhouse gases? Is it only that? Or is it much more beyond it?
It is much more beyond it. Companies are making new devices which are way better than devices now.
Like when you're talking about these laptops or your mobile phones, when you said that you're getting connected, do you think even this is where technology is playing an important role?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you add a few more words to that, Iman?
Sure, ma'am. Companies are now making better products. Like they're making the products more useful and the new products can do much more better things.
And it is also contributing in a massive way to sustainability, right? And sustainability is basically not only about environment, as what Shreet said, it is also about bringing more and more of individual and personal contributions coming to it. We should be concerned about the total wellness. We should not be just concerned about just about the environment, right? It's the total surroundings. Everything should be good about it. Raghav, one good experience of yours, maybe?
Ma'am, Ma'am, one could be the online shopping and online payment. I have shopped many things online. It could be groceries, my digital devices, and all the basic necessities of our life. And secondly is the online payment. Today we can sit at our home and just give the payment to anyone. We are just avoiding it for the contact, and we are also avoiding for the spread of COVID-19 through online payment and technology.
Shreet, when you were talking about this contactless payments, when you were talking about groceries, do you really believe that this contactless payment would take us a little farther away from the present days what we are? Are we going to go on the same
Yes,
lines?
yeah, we would, of course. Why? Because, like, before times, once there was a spread of plague, and today it's COVID 19. There might be more pandemics in the coming near future. And I read somewhere that 30 years ago, there was lots of paperwork that you need to manage just for bank, just to manage your bank and to transfer money. But it sometimes takes a little bit of much time, but it's very much better uh, for using banking instead. Why? Because you don't need to take care of the paperwork. And but still in the near future it will evolve and become better, because still there are hackers and cyber viruses still roaming around in the net. So we need to increase the cyber security in case we want to um, make the internet better.
I think, Sri, that was a wonderful term that you came up right now, cyber security. When we are talking about this technology, I think cyber security is one of the most important things that we should take care of, right? And that has again been improved by technology. Raghav, there are very many places when we were talking about the sustainability of education, and you were about on the time terms of telling me that yes, there have been places where people technology did not reach, but there were people who did that. There were some benevolent people who went forward and made it available to the people. Did you see that somewhere happening around you? Maybe.
Yes, ma'am. We have a striking example as a school only. Our school has provided many laptops and Wi Fi to the students who are not able to get it. So, our school could be one. And secondly, many people are starting the campaigns to collect money for the charity of rural people living in the rural areas, which is a very good initiative.
So I think that means everybody has joined hands to bring this technology forward, right? And here again, when we start talking about technology and sustainability, so again, the way you said that they are two brothers, we just can't keep them apart, right? We have to bring them together. More and more companies are also vying and bringing it better. How would you like to conclude it? Shri, how would you like to conclude the show? Like, what can be your concluding part? Because I got a lot of
Yeah,
data from you all.
yeah,
You
yeah.
people came pretty ready with it. And Raghav, frankly
Yes, yes.
speaking, I did not have that much of idea about this Tesla car. Like that you said that almost 90% of it can be recyclable. I only knew that the electric engines are not that effective. But yes, definitely that was a very wonderful idea. And birthday parties and anniversaries, yes, I know personally attending a birthday party, but yes, again, seeing you people being the talk of the day and for like the new generation. Let's see what Shreet has got to say, and then we'll have Raghav and Iman. Yes, Shreet.
So, what I think as concluding everybody's points, Raghav's, Imam's, and Alicia's points, that I would like to say that, and my points also, that groceries and EV, electric vehicles, and uh, all that have affected us really well and will help us a lot in the future.
Okay. What about you, Iman?
By listening to Raghav, Shreet, and Alicia, I have learned a lot of points about technology, about education, online work, and online groceries deliveries. And I really enjoyed this episode.
Alicia, what about you? What are you going to take away from here? Like you were a part of this Talking Diaries, great, and your contribution was also wonderful. We came to know a lot about work from home and how people got food and work during a tough time like this. And what are you going to carry back from here? Anything new thing that you would like to go when you move out?
Ma'am, listening to others, I didn't know a lot of things about during the pandemic that has happened. They give me a lot of knowledge over in, and now I'm able to like describe more about the stuff. And
Okay.
I'm really grateful for being here.
Okay. Thank you, Alicia. Yes, Raghav.
Ma'am, I like to conclude that technology is helping us in everywhere. We have to take up our hands and increase the technology or some work on more work on technology so that we can make a more healthier society and a pollution free society. And I know one day we'll be able to do that with our technology.
That's wonderful, Raghav. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you, for a wonderful session. And I would like to thank Nehru World School again for giving us a lovely opportunity and for these young panelists to express their views about technology. and also being able to send a message to the society that though we are using technology, but keeping it in check for our people, for our new generations, or the next generations to come in, something that we should not forget. Thank you. Bye. Take care, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
Thank you,
bye.
ma'am.